And I personally went for Vitality.
Oh, yep. Ooh, okay.
Right in.
And for good reason. ZywOo with a tap. We are right in and right down. 2 for ZywOo. Collar in the B site, but not for long with a plant denied. Otto definitely could have gone for the stick there, but he tries to fight, and that's going to cost him the round. It's Blame gone in a 1-on-5. ZywOo hunting these players, and Nivera, who's in this map, by the way, over Masuta. That's kind of... They go. Molotov as well to make them bloom quick. ZywOo with a nade. He loses his teammate in Apex. It's the double spray from Config and Blame. ZywOo looking for a scout pick. Look how quick Config is. Down towards the B-bomb site. It's a ramp push through the smoke for shox. That's going to cost him. It opens up ramp, and ZywOo is here to close the gates. Get with the smoke. Buys time as Blame can't get this kill. Ramp is Vitality. Still, this backstab could be huge.
Yeah, if anything, this timing might help Blame get away with even more from this flank. But ZywOo's going to dig him out of the round, and it's left onto Nivera. And now we have that investment still to come through. ZywOo's going to be donning the AWP here, so that outside...
Default round for Cole, just holding off. Otto's going to walk in. Oh, great shot from ottoNd. Dropping ZywOo, getting that AWP out. That would be almost a free kill. The flash is good, and RPK plays off the back of it, getting into the lobby. But everyone's holding. Cole is so prepared, so ready for this play. They go 1-for-1. And now in a 4-on-3 with shox seeing nothing yard. They're getting lurked on by Blame again. Config got an entry down B. No lower rotates today. Gambling top of Vitality, hoping for the best.
Yeah, just a hope and a prayer here for Vitality that this does come in towards A. They might get their wish, though, as it does look to go in towards this side of the map. However, Config and Blame, the little Danish duo.
Is Config keeping 2 CTs in the wrong bomb site? Nivera above the hut needs to do a lot, and it's a spray for 1, but Otto with the trade. Config follows up with a B pick, and RPK is trapped at the back of the site. They've got the info. ZywOo needing to come in for support, but RPK flanked out, and ZywOo can't hit the shot to JKS. It's a massive entry to give Cole this site, and likely the round. shox with no kit coming in from lobby needs to do something.
This big heavy hitter up in heaven. He's hoping he can draw attention away to give shox some room to maneuver. There's ZywOo pouncing onto Otto. JKS still down in the site, but it's ZywOo just obliterating them. How on earth has he gotten away with it? From heaven, he had no business getting that double, but he does, and that gives shox all the room in the world. Originally, ZywOo was kind of playing more of a living decoy role up in heaven, just getting the attention away. And then in typical ZywOo fashion, he
be quite a lot. And Apex is falling out of heaven as well to check the yard. It doesn't matter. It's that A split, and Vitality have been caught in the wrong positions. It's only Apex here to deal with them. Puts up 1. Nivera coming up the vent. Nice catch on the Config. They're all over the site, though. Apex is dead in upper, and JKS follows up. He has looked great on some of these entries. Blame picked up, but shox traded. Leaves it on ZywOo.
in through the lobby, man. Draping on forward. ZywOo just tucked himself away. Now he's been set up by the rest of his team to attempt this clutch. There's a kit dropped right in front of him. So it was destined to be. Going back to check and see if anyone's pushed through the hut, and that is not the case. ZywOo now aware he might be given a temporary 1v1 here onto Otto, but Otto swinging the angle, taking the fight. It's always risky.
But right now it's a yard taken fast out A. Complexity setting up quick flashes. They just don't wait around, do they? They are so concise. JKS with a double entry again. He has been non-stop on this T side. Glad we highlighted him as a player to watch because he has been getting Cole into this game.
That he thinks is exploitable. Even if, you know, maybe with what complexity he likes to do normally, it wouldn't be. He will put the effort in.
That's not where you want to be. Oh, sneaking down. They do it, but into the AWP they go. ZywOo ready. Oh, was a call made. He seems aware. Rush is also in position. ZywOo scoped up. Rush looking for an angle, an exit. A nice shot. Can't follow up. Nivera comes down in the back line and keep all that they've done. But not only two players here, plus Nivera in the vents. He's going to go ahead of the Molotov. On the ladder, he gets one. Almost ottoNd, who can't flick down surely, as Vitality finally hold the A site. And yeah, that one...
Intended target. He hears these footsteps as well in towards ramp. Oh dear. Everywhere they go, ZywOo's there. They're like, he was just outside. He just hit me in T-spawn and now he's down on B. Well, you got to try and get past him, and Rush eventually will. ottoNd holding over towards ramp is getting pressured now by Apex. This B site, the one that Complexity are trying to end up on. The rotations are already in for Vitality, though. Blame holding the line. They don't get through that smoke. However, Apex will offer up a fighting chance in this round with the double. Missed shot from Otto, and now these two are getting very claustrophobic in the control room. RPK has been waiting for shox to join him. There's the swing, and it falls to Otto, but he can't pierce the armor of this tank. 6 on the board for Vitality as they tie this up with the B retake.
Yeah, I mean, the space Vitality gives up, you won't be so lucky. Config gets down to B. Blame coming through the smoke. Apex sees a shadow, and he knows. He takes that opener. Nivera's on the top.
JKS should have the drop on him here. Yeah. He's not ready for a player tucked vent, and there it is, the blindsiding from JKS. Molly lands too deep as well. While that will kind of hamper the vent drop a little bit, it's not going to put a stop to these players in the door. shoxy, though, again with this ramp flank, and this was the saving grace for Vitality a couple of rounds ago. Well, he drops the bomb there, and that's forced the rotation of Config back up through the vents. Complexity, it looked like they maybe wanted to go down B. Well, now they kind of, hands are tied to get into this A site somehow, some way. Even if they don't commit, they've had to fight to regain control. And now they drop down the vent, but Vitality is seemingly one step ahead. ZywOo already rotating to ramp, misses the player crossing and doesn't land the shot to Config. It's him and shox in the 2v2. And shox once again flanking, once again with this big out position to try and make a play. We're looking at him in the double doors to be the difference maker, and there it is, him and ZywOo, a terrifying twosome to go up against, right? Individually, they're two players you can never write off in clutches, so when they're up against you in an even odds 2v2, that is a really rough spot to...
Over the last 2 rounds of the half, JKS right out the door, back to his usual tricks on A. He's going to go through to Nivera's betterment, sprays him as he comes through the smoke. The lineup for Config, turning around and killing everyone on A. ZywOo still to play against. Config on for the ace, but shox trying to get a bit of a backstab in yet again.
Yeah, but he's done it so much, right? They were both ready for that. Otto was holding. And even though he was keeping an eye on the door, they still sent Blame back into the lobby just to double check it. ZywOo, re-molly. That's either going to force him to go or stay. And there's the push. Burning to his death. Down he goes. Died to a door player. Could have even been a second player site, right? So holding on to the orb, that's kind of the...
Apex crossed on the door, got to be careful for those vent drops. He has a gap though, he's going to take it instead and fall in. Nivera fights into the lobby, traded after 1, and the patient play for Cole. Make a move.
Yeah, I think even just looking at the positioning, right, shows how the error in this round is that lobby aggression. Hang on a minute, though, because ZywOo's just made it all very, very interesting with that kill onto the bomb back in lobby. Blame is wrapping through heaven, and they have given up outside, so you think someone might be watching this, and shox turns just in time. This was a 2-on-4, and we talk about just in time. Well, now we need Justin Savage and Config to muscle their way through this one. It is going to come down to JKS versus post plant as well. He's already eyeing up the window.
shox, yeah, he's got to make noise here to drop. There's a kill. Tapping the bomb. JKS checks it. shox moves in. He never saw JKS, but JKS... Oh, dear, he hits it. JKS knew there was no one on the bomb. He checked it. He moves out, and shox shuts him down in the 1v2. It's going to be by Heaven Smoke by the looks of things. Fast flash for shox. In they go. ZywOo leading the charge, but they can't find the player at the back of the site. Otto holding on pretty well. Only gets 1, though. It's going to be Config inside of the lobby, behind enemy lines, but not for long as he runs dry of ammo. Blame and JKS, the latter of which has been excellent in this game. Can he show up in what will soon to be a retake, but the bomb's been dropped. Loose by Blame as the smoke fades. Double peek. There's the trade for JKS, and the package is at his feet as soon as he can. Realization sets in. No, it doesn't. JKS still thinks it's A. Now he's found the kit, now he knows. shox, is he going to beat him again? Is it going to be back-to-back victories? JKS trying to flick, but it's shox 2-0 in clutches versus JK. By the eyes of the immortals like you and I, Hugo, and that was one of them. Oh, blameF, the lineup in the door. It's almost dirty, but RPK is swift with his response. From what is coming, the impending doom of this wrap, the run boost over. Otto doesn't know, and shox has got the shot. Great stuff. Otto was so you know, drawn to Secret, and he never even saw them in Garage. They didn't even need to run boost because he wasn't looking. Apex does find Config in the meantime, 2-on-4. Cole screwed in this round. Rush needs to make a play. He's the only man in a position to do so. JKS is cordoned out. Rush catching Apex, moving back in, but he's lost the A site.
Yeah, they know Rush is here. The only one with a bit of an element of surprise could be JKS. Now giving up his position and wrapping into ZywOo. That is certain death on the cards. Rush, his turn to clutch, his turn to give it a go. RPK, however, just says, nah, mate, you're done. You're cancelled. 12 on the...
Nice flash.
Yeah, good stuff to get some usage out of JKS early on in this secret position. Nade does even more to make that worthwhile. And they still don't know about blameF in back garage. So he's like the little nasty surprise in the center of this whole outside hold. Config gets beheaded, and ZywOo looks very, very aware that this is going to be the case. Oh, never mind. He checks everything apart from the one place he had to check. And ultimately, that's the one that matters most. The rest of the gang are going to try and blitz their way into A. To do that, they've got to get past Rush, and they will deal with him, but a lot of damage done. They really slowed down this A play. Bomb trying to get planted by RPK. And they do respect it. They do let him get the bomb down. He should be dead to the heaven wrap, but right now, otto's waiting on the ladder, trying to pay his respects as Nivera's gone in the lobby, and there it is, the late heaven wrap, not read by RPK. Complexity, they move on to an 8, they recover there, they put that round up on the board. Great usage out of JKS early on, right? Set up by his teammates to take that early engagement, to whittle down the outside play.
2 players in B right now. Same story for Cole. Baited in with the door open. Nice shot for RPK. The AWP just gets slapped in the face. JKS anchoring B right now. Blame can come in on a wrap, and he has. Killing shox from Decon. 4-on-3. Still committed to this lower side, but with no split. It's just down to the ramp men. Nice nade.
Yeah, nade from Nivera is perfect, right? That's allowed for a B plant to come in. The only man who can have any say in that matter is blameF, waiting at Decon. Config's also given a bit of a berth to get down through the vent, and while this is happening, Rush has set up a ramp, so you got this nice little 3-pronged approach. However, one of them's gone already. blameF deleted over in the Decon door, and Rush caught out in the open. Still good for that kill to Nivera, but that's where RPK comes in with the right hook. Vitality on shox, creeping outside. He's got the rest of the team behind him. Will they check close left for Blame? They will, and shox there just pierces through and takes the head right off of the beast outside. otto trying to go above this smoke, and he is good for the trade at least. Any more in the tank for otto. There's the double, back in the advantage of Cole, and that outside play now is bid farewell thanks to this AWP. Locking down outside, just keeps on putting up numbers, and that's exactly what we need.
One of them 3 in the bag, and Cole just need 2 more to push it over the line. RPK running, and Rush looks down at the right time. otto obliterated against ZywOo, who can't see him. They can't figure it out. He's right below otto, or rather the AWP in Config's hands instead, who will just peek. It's Config, for crying out loud. He doesn't wait. And even if
blameF has been able to get across into secret. I was about to say, like, with how that smoke is, that should favor him as well, but it doesn't matter. Apparently, Apex just 2-taps him out of the round. And it's also like, yeah, you guys ain't getting the AK. I had to grind for this. And he's on that grind. He's taking it outside. otto looking to deal with him. And he will emerge up over the rafters, but there's the drop down from upper. Yeah, you take out our leader, but we're adjusting to deal with that. However, Vitality have pumped the brakes. They've slowed it right down, and they wait for the re-aggression. That is such a good read. Weapon against the Frenchman. Is it going to betray him? Is it going to betray them? It's RPK locking it in, and with that, the round is done. Right, that's 15 for Vitality.
Yeah, Rush to get out of here. He should try and save. No kit. 8, giving no inclination as to where they're going for Complexity to rotate or to gamble. They've just got to guess. And so Rush upper, JKS lower. If he could have bought full, but he's going fast instead.
Yeah, he wants to get in there, right? He wants to get stuck in, and maybe to his detriment, he's at least been that spearhead on the offensive to get the rest of Vitality in there, get them moving, get the people going. as now just Otto and JKS have to try and keep this game alive in a 2v4. Nade into the site, doesn't quite deal with RPK. And to make matters worse, ZywOo is just Molotov JKS out of heaven. That's slowed down around in which Complexity don't really have time in anyway. And JKS with no kit in an impossible clutch. It's all said and done. Vitality, they lock it. And then you've got that X factor in Nivera, who I still think we have yet to see the best from. RPK gonna open this round up, entering out through the long doors. And this pistol round is already off to a rip-roaring start if you're Vitality.
Yeah, straight up cat they go. They drop off, though, for the fight. Nivera killing Rush. There is a trade, but into spawn with the tap. And this is a bit of a crazy start. Config lets him pass. Oh, the backstab, killing RPK, but shox does get past him. He could go to B. ZywOo tries to trade. Config is trapped. shox looking to clutch again. Surely he can't start this map. How he shut down so many others, but Config cleans it up. And great little lower play.
JKS, that is not going to be easy. Config still with a smoke and a flash as well. That could be used to blind everyone, and everyone is just full white in the tunnels. It's utter chaos, and there's the lineup. Config bested in the head-to-head by ZywOo. And B, now open. There's a chance at a bomb plant here. shox has just got to get across into the site. Him and ZywOo, terrifying duo to go up against, right? Even if it was just one of these two, you'd be scared. The fact that it's both of them. Oh dear, it's like two generations of friends. They flash through, they're trying to pick up the pace, they're trying to get stuck in. shox emerging from behind the box, and ZywOo nails his shot as well. They get it done. And Apex's transition, you know, going from entry frag to IGL couldn't have come at a better time, it feels like. Because even he's looking like reinvigorated by the whole thing, the new challenge, the idea of chasing it. And this round is getting laid to rest very, very quickly by Vitality. This is looking dominant already. This first rifle is shaping up to be a Vitality round through and through, and it's only JKS left. They're already hunting him. They're already hunting down this last man, and they get it. ZywOo, long-range Mac 10 to put 4 on the board. There's so many players on this team who can step up. And be it the flashiness of shox clutching or the stubbornness of a guy like RPK who just won't give up a site, won't give up a fight. We're into this 4-on-4 now. At least Otto with that AWP delivering the opener. Vitality get up through catwalk. They get out through long as well. They've got a lot of ground on this map, and it's only getting stronger by the second. shox with the 180. Oh, he turned around. It's all gone wild. And Apex will get rid of Otto over on the short side. What is that?
shox's jump forces the leg shot. That would have been a kill if he didn't jump, but Otto hits him in the legs. Oh, boy. Very early on in this round, up on catwalk to the Mac 10. Vitality is spreading out, looking for kills. Config saving the AWP, finds one in middle. Posted on long as well. If you're Vitality, maybe that's where you call out the hunt. Like, you have max money, you can fully send and go for it. There's no problem there. But unlikely you're going to be able to get through these long doors with 2 players here. Maybe just play for the stats. But yeah, alongside one of those 2 AWPs, he's been dinked through the wall, swinging great flashbang, but he can't hit the shot. Apex with a turnaround, Config smoke to the back of the site, trying to fight anything but 2 missed shots. The molly and the nade, there is no surviving this B take. Vitality in a 4-on-3, it's a save.
Yeah, and it's almost like a sad story in particular. You know, you're good to keep buying, you're good to keep these guns out. But if you're losing even one of these players, then suddenly, oh man, but what about if you lose all of them? Then it's just even worse, isn't it?
Oh no, they smoked it.
He is sweating bullets right now. They're all, oh no! Apex giving us a little twirl, putting a little style on it.
But he's getting drawn in by Apex, throwing in utility. Throws a door smoke from middle. That is JKS just getting obliterated through the smoke fade. Can't see a thing. Config's turn at the chance to make this round interesting. He's got to kill something through B, but no kills offered up. And in fact, we might just have a saving round for Cole. ZywOo, surely he's not ready for this. And there it is. Config with 1. Now they got to run back to the site. Oh wait, we were hunting. No, he could defuse. He will not. Apex in T-spawn. Dead to the AWP of Otto. Nice read rush. But yeah, this was a pretty uneventful round, sadly.
Yeah, right? I was going to say as well, the problem with Rush is he's so good at observing where even trying to pick the wrong player. Oh, well, actually, he's nailed it there.
That's a really good job.
I was going to say, like, you just have to say, like, yeah, They showed up, they tried to do what they can, but they didn't have a lot of time.
Ooh! Yeah.
I think, if anything, we need to be excited about what Vitality are bringing to the table right now. This is fierce, man. They ain't messing around. They're flat out here, dominating complexity.
Popped out after a couple shots down from spawn. Nivera running out middle. Blame, nice bit of aggression there, but it's punished. Traded it after one. At this point, you take trades if you're Cole. Orb tagged, and Otto finishes the job. Lovely stuff. Needed something like that. Apex up cat rush on the other side, and Apex has the pick. Now setting up util on A. There's only one player here. Will Apex drop? That's the bomb. That's a big kill for Otto. He could win this round on his own. He'll need to.
Yeah, he's going to have to, right? You don't have a choice in the matter. It's not a could. Now it has to be a should for Otto to me. And it certainly might. Otto, will he be ready for this? RPK's been stood here the entire round, and it's the read from RPK. Right, you know what they're like. You know what Blame and Co are like. Very, very serious in their approach to this game. So can they get it? Config and Blame. They've got it down to a 3. We'll have to keep his wits about him, because hot on his heels is all the remaining players for complexity. And it's a bit of a mow down, bit back and forth, actually.
They go A. No.
They're running with the bomb to A. They're really, Vitality are just getting dirty with it now. This is the disrespect and a half. RPK running with that bomb. And ZywOo's like, I will be the hero. I will be your hero, baby. But it's actually Otto to deal with him. All right, now it's RPK in the 1v2. They might have given them a chance to get this second round.
Where does he go from here? No way he drops. Blame walking up on Car right now. It should be a free kill. He's looking the wrong way. RPK's gone deep, and Blame with the taps does close it out. Cole, they salvage something. They win a second round. It was a nice try from Vitality, but complexity showing us something, and that's all you can really ask for. It's a bittersweet ending, potentially, to this tournament. Will that be the case, or can Cole run it back and bring us to overpass it? It's Cole running a T-side pistol up long. They got the smokes down. shox with a peek, dead to the P250 of Blane. RPK does trade. Now this could be a chance for Cole to get back in, so a very important pistol indeed. A dink onto ZywOo on the boost. They back up. They know these kills are going to be hounded down by Cole, so they look to punish. The jump shot denied onto Apex, and it's ZywOo and Nivera on the 2-on-4 retake.
Oh, ZywOo's trapped here. And yeah, he's going up for that little bit. Nivera. Oh, JKS though, up on the catwalk. There to lock it in. So Cole
with this triple cat setup, Config's ready for it. ZywOo spotting and spamming. Nice shot for Config. Double down, maybe a third. RPK says no. It's a 3-on-3 with an AK grabbed. Bomb is on X with his back covered to try and pick these players off as they enter B.
Oh, ZywOo. Very well-placed shot to JKS. And yeah, overcoming these force buys, it might not happen unless Rush can do the impossible. And it's actually RPK to steal that one away through the door. Call as they try and get up through the catwalk. ZywOo here with the Galil, flashed in by Apex and RPK, giving him a lot more room to maneuver. And there it is, the spray down to almost end it all, helped out by Apex, and Vitality lock it in. 2-0.